Hi everyone. In this video, I would like to give a brief description about gluten and the damage that it can uh, cause in our bodies. So, first of all, I would like to explain that there's three types of problems caused by gluten. So the first one is the intolerance. The second one is the allergy, and the most common, that is the third one, is the sensitivity to gluten. So the first is what we know is called the celiac disease, that is caused by intolerance to gluten. And some of the symptoms uh, is to give a tip about if the person has celiac disease, is um, the diarrhea that is chronic and is recurrent, which means that is repetitive. This another sign is symptom is the abdominal distension. So you can see these people that in general starts in an early age between 6 to 24 months. So you can see the extension of the abdomen. So it's like a bulge, like the shape of a ball in the abdomen of the child. So this is very typical for celiac uh, disease. Another sign is anorexia. So the another is the failure to thrive, to and also the weight loss. So this child struggle to grow up, to thrive. Uh, Another thing is constant constipation, vomiting, and irritability. So you see that is a very vast the impact that celiac disease has. It starts in the bowel, but it is a systemic, uh, has systemic consequences in the nervous system, in the liver, in the joints. So it's very damaging. So as we have atrophy of the velocities on the small intestine, these people have loss of vitamins. So basically, they need to supplement iron, folate, vitamin B12, and and so on. So another aspect that is very remarkable is osteoporosis. So this is osteopenia and osteoporosis that is very common in people with celiac disease. And one of the aspects that is very uh, remarkable, very constant, is the fatigue and the iron deficiency. So uh, these persons have uh, anemia and all this spectrum of fatigue and all these things. And the second type is the allergy. So it's basically when people have, it's more immediately. It's like when people have an anaphylactic shock, is in average a few hours, that even also compromise their life. So these people basically they eat the wheat, and then they start to make exercise, and that triggers the anaphylactic reaction. And between 1 and 4 hours, they start with affection of mucosas, and then it can spread for the respiratory tract and cardiovascular system, and all these aspects that surround the anaphylactic reaction. So that's one of the second type of affection that the gluten can cause. And the most common is the third one, that is the sensitivity to gluten, that basically most of people have, but many people don't realize that have this problem. So in general, they present abdominal pain, 68%, eczema, and basically the rash. And you can see in the elbows, in the knees, and it's very common. The fog mind, like people are not with clear thinking clearly, fatigue, depression, anemia, that is common as well, and numbness, like you can feel the tingling in the fingers and in the extremities of the body, like the legs and arms. You can feel this numbness that is generated by the gluten as well. And the jointing pain, so it can generate arthritis, all these problems. So the idea is that if you cut it's not necessary to make biopsy, all these more complex um, tests to realize that you have problem. It's much more easy to test in yourself, cut the gluten foods in your diet, and see how your body will react with it. You can see and uh, realize the improvement that you can have in just a few weeks doing this test. So basically, is that the the explanation from today, and the advice to make a test, put yourself in another diet, and see how things can develop. And if you see some benefit is it's enough to change your diet, and also have support. So that's the idea for today, to prevent and have more health, and don't wait to when you have some many problems to ask for help. So it's better now to take the first step and take more care of your health, and be as more as possible uh, far away from industrial food as much as you can. It will really benefit your life in as a whole. So that's the idea for today, and until the next video.